What are we doing?
Waiting for you! Just sitting here in silence waiting for you to start. What are we doing?
I'm waiting. What? I'm waiting for you. Don't be a dick.
What were you waiting for us to stop? We weren't doing anything.
Okay then. So should we just go?
Fuck it,
Yeah. Do the intro.
There's no intro. This is the intro. Dun dun dun. Oh dear. Well, hello and welcome to the second episode of Dopecast. Fucking video games podcast and whatnot. With me today I have Cria and Weevil. Why don't you guys say hello?
Hello.
That was it. Hello.
Yes. That's your cue. Oh dear.
Good job, Weevil. Good job.
Well, you said it was hello. God, yeah.
Oh dear. Good start this time around. Good start. So Weevil, introduce yourself. You haven't been on before.
I haven't. No, this is my first time. My name is Weevil. I am 28 years old and I'm a manager from England. And I play video games. Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. You're also a streamer on Dopelives and...
Yes, that's the one. Yep, I'm that too. And I'm a DJ as well in my spare time. That's my squeaky chair. Do you like that?
Oh, let's not get into the squeaky chairs.
I'll give you a squeak off any day.
Other hobbies include spinning on squeaky chairs.
Yes.
Like a dating video.
Yeah. Long walks on the beach and squeaky chairs.
And in my basement I have... No.
I like to collect my toenail clippings.
And file them by day.
Yeah.
And by toe number.
Oh dear. Oh well, I guess we can just move on into the news segment immediately.
Yeah, wasn't this podcast about video games?
Video games optional.
Toenail clippings.
This is now officially toenail clippings / dating tape podcast.
Okay, so the next bit is about news, about recent things that have happened in the lovely world of video games. First one up is something a bit random, Minecraft Lego, which is like...
Minecraft in real life.
Real IRL, yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell is that about?
It's like Minecraft is already Lego, but it's virtual. Now they're introducing...
Now it's real.
Now they're actually making real Lego.
But surely Lego is only going to appeal to 8-year-olds.
Implying Minecraft doesn't also.
Of course it doesn't. There's no rapage or guns or killing or anything. How's that not going to appeal to 8-year-olds?
How's Lego then? There's not a lot of killing and rape in Legos.
Of course there is. You
You just haven't been playing it right.
What sort of shitty Lego do you play?
Oh dear.
Buildings? Of course not. You create torture rooms.
Oh God.
Anyway, it was a petition or something, wasn't it? Or they voted for it to be.
Yeah, it's like this. You can introduce your own ideas for Lego, I suppose, and that's an official Minecraft idea now.
Actually build something of, like, any importance, you'd have to have quite a bit of, like, blocks and shit.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's how it is always in Lego, isn't it?
Yeah, but Minecraft is supposed to be massive. And
Yeah, like,
you know,
never ending. But with Lego, you buy, like, sets and stuff, and you build something that's, like, with pre-made instructions or whatever. With this, it's just...
Yeah.
It's
Here's
kind
your
of true, actually.
instructions on building a giant golden cock.
With lava flowing out of it.
Yeah, exactly. A giant golden cock
Oh
and ball.
God.
Is what everyone likes when they do Lego.
Lego confirmed for 18 plus.
Yeah, for sure. I wonder if there's adult-oriented Legos.
There is when Weevil plays it.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Nothing's PG-13 in my house.
I just imagine you have like a bunch of posters and art on your walls. or you live in like a S&M dungeon or something.
You know, the heads came off them. He's just got like a load of heads stuck to a wall like some kind of serial killer.
my trophies.
Yeah, like a bunch of doll heads. Like,
God, there's such a tangent that we've gone off here. It's just unreal.
Terrifying.
Oh,
yeah,
God.
they're just sitting there next to your toenail clippings.
Filed away in my briefcase
Yeah,
under lock and key. I don't want anyone nicking my toenails. Clippings.
it's like when you get the question, like one thing you'd save in a fire, you like run straight for the
It's my
briefcase with your toenails. Oh dear.
God. Anyway, Postal 3 is the next one, which is a completely over the top, ridiculous form of game that is just trying to get media attention, negative media attention, by being completely insulting to every creed and colour possible. It's pretty shameless, I think. It's obviously not going to be a good game.
Well, it might be fun though. Like the previous Postal game was pretty fun.
I can only see it being fun in like Bro Up or something. I can't see it being fun alone because
I think
retarded
it's a
shit
bit like Saints Row 3. Like,
Yeah.
it's really over the top and just sort of fun.
Yeah, but the funny thing about Saints Row 3 co-op is that it's the funniest bits are where it bugs out and goes wrong because
Yeah,
the game is
yeah.
buggy. Which is why Saints Row 3 wasn't as good as Saints Row 2, because Saints Row 2 was buggy as fucking hilarious.
Yeah. Oh,
When all the
God.
fucking hilarious shit happening with people falling through floors
Getting
and-
stuck in everywhere and like
stuck
flying
everywhere.
up in the sky and all sorts of shit.
Oh god, that video.
It's like the same reason why you play a Bethesda game.
Yeah, it's like as I say, it turns into a bug swapping party.
Yeah.
This looks really over the top. Just looking here, a badger chainsaw, a monkey that throws shit and rapes people's faces, a vacuum that shoots jizz rags.
Yeah.
It's just-
Yeah.
Wow.
It's
What
just
are they
trying to be as offensive as possible. Like,
Yeah.
trying to garner as much media attention as possible, probably.
Next one is indie, where we support indie. Yeah.
Oh,
Do
God,
we
yeah.
do we really
you two
support
do
indie?
by buying games for $1.
More like 1 cent.
At least I spent $10 on this indie bundle. I've got standards. I paid $10.
Oh dear.
I'm glad I paid the minimum though yesterday with the trouble I had on indiegala.com.
That was just you.
Yeah.
No.
That is not a defamation against indiegala.com's character. I must admit.
Cria is bad at internets and just hates.
He doesn't know how to computer.
No,
I know a
exactly.
bit goes to charity, but it's still kind of annoying when you have to resend the key like 20 times and then you get your games a day later. But the idea behind it is really good, and I support that.
I'll just say that I got mine instantly.
We forgot to like sort of say that there's a new indie bundle out at indiegala.com.
Yes,
That
indiegala.com.
was yeah.
This is not a humble bundle. This is a different one called Indiegala.
and the games are kind of lower quality and weirder, but it's good enough, I suppose.
At least
Yeah.
it isn't 20-year-old games like in the
Uplink.
humble
Like
bundle.
Uplink,
Let's
yeah.
play You know, but
pretty
the best
weird.
game out of the lot, I think, deserves a special mention, and maybe just because I enjoyed it. It was a game called In Momentum, which is a bunny hopping game, basically.
Yeah, I tried it out as well. It's like one of those CS mods or like TF mods,
Yeah,
but it's turned into a real game.
It's like Trackmania and Mirror's Edge all together because it's all about beating your best time and all
Yeah.
this sort of stuff. You can go pretty hardcore because I've seen some videos of, because I'm not very good at it, to be honest with you, compared to some of them. But yeah, I think that's got a bit of promise. But the other games are shit, really.
Yeah.
I don't know, the Doodle one is pretty cool, to be honest.
But that was done ages ago, though. It's the problem. I could play that game on my iPhone, you know.
Yeah.
Um,
But then again, you're paying a minimum of $2, so you
Yeah.
can't really complain.
Not really. I like that
Okay.
it goes to
$10.
charity and all that as well. There's
Yeah.
the what's it called, Indie Royale, which is a bit different because it doesn't really pay what you want, but there's like an average price that fluctuates a lot. I don't think that goes to charity though. I kind of like these indie bundles though. It's very nice. I wish you could buy them through Steam though. It would be easier.
well, apparently
Yeah.
you can buy the In Momentum through Steam on its own, but it's $10 on its own. So
Yeah, but I mean the whole bundle would be nice to buy on Steam.
Oh, yeah. But like I
But
say, you have to
They
set
make
your own
cuts
price.
from it. They make
Yeah.
cuts from it, so they can't
Yeah.
put it on Steam, because then
I
they'd have to
suppose.
give a cut of their cut to Steam as well. So
Yeah.
We don't want to be filling Gabe's pockets.
We don't want cutception. No, no.
Cuts.
Terrible.
Oh.
Very
terrible.
terrible. Very terrible.
Anyway, speaking of indie, there's a semi-new, I guess it's been in development for a while, but yeah, indie game called Gunpoint, which I thought was pretty interesting, and I thought we'd bring it up.
That looks complicated as fuck.
Yeah.
So, the good thing about it, from what I saw of the video, was that it can be complicated if you want it to be complicated, and it can be simple if you want it to be simple.
Yeah, there looks like there's a lot of ways to solve the levels. It doesn't seem like a very hard game. It's sort of like a puzzle platformer sort of thing.
It's like I say, it's a puzzle platformer. You got to go somewhere, avoid the guards, a little bit of stealthing in it.
Yeah.
A bit of electronic sort of hacking sort of thing. But I think for an indie game, I think it's quite good.
Yeah, it looks really good. I like the art style of it and like the atmosphere. It's pretty nice. And apparently you're supposed to be able to get upgrades and stuff like that. I like some RPG elements in my games.
Yeah, and there are like multiple ways of doing puzzles and things. Like as he was explaining in the video, like he got excited when he found out different ways to do his own puzzles when he was making the game and stuff. So
yeah,
it's really, really creative.
It looks like the sort of game that it wouldn't be very hard to beat it if you would just want to do the most easy way, though.
Yeah.
Like you could easily brute force it, but like the finesse of the game comes from creating like creative solutions to the levels.
Yeah, that's entirely the point of doing it, isn't it? You know, trying a bit of artistic license in it. You know, to try and get where you want to go, and jumping, dive bombing people out windows and washing. Which looks quite fun as well.
Yeah, it looks like fun. It looks like it has real promise. Hopefully, it will be in beta soon enough.
Problem is, people will just play it in beta, and the thing that I hope that it comes is that with a level designer, so you can just.
Yeah, it seems like a game where a level designer would be great.
Yeah, because it will definitely need that.
Yeah.
For it be a worthwhile purchase, definitely.
Hmm.
Otherwise, I don't think people will buy it, unfortunately. In this world of people who are tighter than ducks' assholes.
Yeah.
Not by because they're poor, just because they are.
Yeah.
Dope.
Fuck you, man. I buy games.
Paying 1 cent for your fucking indie games.
I buy games every day.
All day, every day.
Yeah.
All game purchases total to about $5.
Buy games every day. Oh,
So
wow.
it's been at least half an hour since we talked about Hon. What's that about?
Cold turkey.
I'm getting the shakes.
Yeah.
So I haven't played Hon for like weeks now. I don't know why. You two are faggering and playing Dota 2, and I just haven't got a key. I haven't got a key, everybody.
Did you just say that to me? Did you just say that to me?
Oh, wow.
You know, I got a key.
Poor Cria. Cria
got a
still
key,
hasn't got
played
his
For the
key.
past 2 months.
I haven't got a key either, so... Oh, I just hit level 50.
Oh god, really, Weevil.
Say grats. You say grats.
Ah, grats, you dickhead. I suppose that we can sort of segue into the last news article, or well,
No,
skipping to the last one just because of that.
We'll come back to Hon. Thanks, Weevil.
Yeah, thanks, Weevil.
Playing World of Warcraft.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've recently
not.
started playing World of Warcraft again on like a vanilla server called Scriptcraft, and it's pretty good. So yeah, it's basically nostalgic vanilla, like 1.2.3 or something like that experience. It's pretty fun.
It's free, so yeah.
Yeah, you should come join us. I think it's worldofscriptcraft.com.
Yep.
Yeah. So
And the good thing about it, which kind of separates from all the other private servers, is you can't donate money to like the admins, the people who run the server, wherever. So you can get like an advantage in gear or whatever. Everyone's on
exactly.
it.
There aren't any
Level
vote awards or any donation awards, which is really nice. The economy works because of that, and everybody doesn't have a shitload of gold.
I've got
Yeah.
no...
It's not our fault you fly into crossroads and die.
It wasn't. It was a fucking bug in the game. I go to the right place and it sends me to the crossroads and I just get bummed by all the guards.
But yeah, there are a couple of bugs in, but
Yeah,
that's
they're
the issue.
upgrading it every day though, which is nice. There's still a few bugs and some
Upgrading
that are
every
major
day.
though, like enemies running through walls and shit sometimes. But it's perfectly
Default.
playable and fine.
Yeah.
Just use your brain and it's all good, and the bugs shouldn't harm you in any way, really.
Yeah.
Except when you fall through the floor.
I told you not to use Blink.
Don't use Blink!
Oh god.
But yeah,
Yeah.
should we go back to Hun?
Yeah, sure. Well, just one last thing. If you want to play with us, we're on Alliance. So join the Alliance. Anyway, back to home.
Yeah, Hoon. So
Yeah.
apparently Gnome and Mz Pudding, well there's no apparently about it, they've buggered off.
They've
And-
left S2 indeed.
And joined the enemy, so to speak.
Yeah.
S2. They've joined Riot, which is for League of Legends.
/ What?
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 Found about
Slash
forward.
spit.
Huh?
What?
What? What are you saying?
You just randomly said /
Yeah.
/ spit.
Oh.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Oh god.
Oh,
what's
dear.
this about? You've been playing WoW for 5 minutes. Are they going to start saying golf clap again and all that sort of shit? Fucking hell. Bloody hell.
Oh, time to play the world's smallest violin.
Yeah.
But yeah, so two rather prominent members of the S2 development team has left S2 and joined Riot, which is kind of weird and surprising.
Well, they weren't
That's-
development, were they? I thought they were both community management.
Gnome
Yeah.
did a lot of heroes and stuff though. He was like designer.
And I'm almost putting there was like spotlights and shit with a
Yeah.
stupid annoying voice.
Yeah, everybody seems to like her a lot, but I never really
I
understood
got a
it.
girl! Oh, I love you, girl!
Yeah.
Girl gamer, lol XD.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't stand her voice, especially in the pack and on.
Well, the problem is,
Oh.
if I was in her shoes, I would do exactly the same, because S2's community management is just the worst I've ever seen from a video game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are they even
Really?
doing? Jesus
Completely
Christ.
ignore everyone's requests, and they have no way. They've got no system in place of when shit goes wrong and to inform people that shit's
Yeah.
going wrong. And people just get fucking annoyed on the forums, and then all their threads get deleted. They get even more annoyed because they're not being listened to.
Yeah.
And so if I was them, I'd bugger off as well, because it's a
Like
absolute disgrace.
S2 community management, like what the fuck are they even thinking? Seriously.
They have no idea how to do it.
Yeah.
And this is coming from
Horrible.
I have commercial experience in the video games industry for community management. So
It's a sinking ship, really. That's what it is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a sinking ship in terms they're not going to lose their user base to League of Legends, because
No. But
they're both
they
good.
might lose it to Dota 2 though.
From what I've seen of it, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either. I think many of the casual players of HON will go to Dota 2 once that comes out, but like the esports crowd will miss so much of HON, because HON right now is just a much better esport than Dota 2
Yep.
and League of Legends, so
Yeah,
they'll probably
indeed.
stick around.
Which is
Yeah.
kind of confusing, really, when you compare the prizes from the tournaments of League of Legends and HON. It's like 10 times that
Yeah,
in League of Legends.
it's true.
It's
Just because the
ridiculous.
company's doing so much better.
I'm not sure if it's just because they went free to play first or anything like that, and they got a bigger fan base because they did it earlier.
League of Legends is just a lot more accessible for like casual gamers.
Yeah, it's got a much smaller learning curve.
Yeah,
It
Because there's less
definitely
shit
takes
to
less
learn.
skill. Like
Yeah.
I played HON for a while, and then I went to LoL and played like 30 games, didn't lose a single one.
yeah.
It's just so easy, it's ridiculous.
Well, I mean, HON is like a brick wall though when you first start playing it, especially if you don't have a Dota experience previously.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna help you in that game as well. You get a big fat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the community really isn't helpful.
No, the
But
community's
they
dreadful.
in the new HON patch, the 2.5, which was recently released, they added the mentoring system.
Yeah.
That's seems like it has some promise. I haven't really used it yet, but
It's just gonna be abusable for money, really, with like streamers and things. Like you offer streamers offering coaching because they've got like 2K rating and stuff.
nah, but
It's just
that's
gonna be that.
that should have already been happening. I mean, that's a part of a thriving esport, in my opinion. Like
Yeah.
StarCraft 2 coaching and that
StarCraft
kind of
2
stuff.
coaching,
yeah.
yeah. Strike coaching.
I mean,
All
if
that
you
sort of
want to pay for lessons to get better at the game, why shouldn't the option exist?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Quite
true.
right. Then can you imagine Jimmy giving someone some coaching? Just like, oh, shit, uninstall the game, uninstall the game. You're so shit.
Oh god.
Sorry, Jimmy. French fuck.
It's true though. Jesus god. But yeah, so 2.5 is out in Han, and everything looks different and stuff is happening.
I like the look. Well, I haven't played Han in a little while, but I like the look of the spectator. So you can just instantly go and see what your friends are doing.
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool. When you're like waiting for a game to finish, you can actually live spectate now. It's not as good as Dota 2 system though. You basically get locked on the player's camera view.
Well, that will then prevent ghosting.
Yeah,
exactly.
But Dota 2 has a long delay though, so ghosting isn't really viable in Dota 2.
In plan, you can't just look at it, see the ward positions and things, and then just go there.
I suppose maybe.
But another thing that's pretty big is the matchmaking rework.
Yeah.
We briefly spoke about it last time, like what we'd like to see.
Yeah, but we didn't know
it.
about 2.5 when we recorded the last podcast, and apparently they put some of our ideas in, sort of.
They listen to this podcast.
Yeah.
Really?
They developed it in like 2 days or something.
Yeah. That's why it's so broken.
We probably could have known about it, but we're oblivious as fuck. So.
Yeah. But yeah, so they
it's the wait time. The wait time will fix.
Yeah, they fixed the waiting times. You can either search for a fairer game or a quicker game now, which is kind of nice. So when you're doing team matchmaking, you can choose to get matched closer to your own skill rating or get a quicker game going.
Which will be interesting as long as the quicker game is quick and the fairer game is also quick but fair.
Yeah.
If you want a fairer game, you haven't got to wait for 20 minutes for one to pop up.
Well, the other day we went for a fair game and it was instant queue, so it's looking pretty good at the moment.
All right.
I just like the idea. And the thing we mentioned last time with players that are really good, basically skipping skill brackets now. If you win like your first 50 games in a row on a new account, you'll instantly get a much higher rating.
That's good. Prevents a lot of pub stomping, I suppose.
Yeah, exactly. You basically get promoted out of the lower leagues much faster if you win by a lot.
That's good. That's good.
And the matchmaking remake, like how they changed the ratings and stuff, that's kind of confused me.
Yeah, I think you mean the rating, like the...
Yeah. Like, I was 1700 before coming, and then everyone's lower. Like, I don't understand that. Really.
I think they're making the gaps smaller, basically, so everyone's closer to 1500.
What?
So, yeah, like, everything has been normalized a bit. Like, 1600 are now 1550, and 1700 are 1650, etc.
No, it's a lot lower than that. It's ridiculous. I was 1700, and I come in, I'm like 1580 or something.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
You supposedly gain a lot less PSR now, so it's harder to get higher, so to say.
Oh yeah, and one of the biggest things is going back into the queue for matchmaking after it gets cancelled or fails.
Yeah, that isn't in yet, though. That isn't in yet, though.
It's still not in. Fuck it.
No, they basically said, nah, next patch.
I don't understand why they put that in.
Yeah. Oh,
It's not.
it was in a while back, and it fucking worked, but then suddenly it just stopped working and was never fixed.
It's not hard to make. I could make that myself. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Well, you take a little trip down to S2 land, wherever they live.
Don't they live in like Cleveland or something like that?
Cleveland?
I don't know. I think that one of the reasons why S2 and Gnome moved, because they were from California originally, and then they didn't like the weather where S2 headquarters were, because it was like snowy and everything.
They love. Oh.
There was some discussion about that, at least.
Is that why they've gone to Riot? Are they like stationed in like Ibiza or something? It's gone back to.
I think Riot is like in California or something, so they're like in their home state now again.
Yeah, who there wants to live in California?
Who doesn't? Well, except for it being America land, but I mean, otherwise, why not? It's beautiful and good climate and everything.
Beautiful, LA.
You don't have to live in the fucking city, you derp.
That's true.
You can like live in Orange County or something. It's beautiful.
Oh, gee!
Sure as dope known as geography.
Oh, anyway, let's move on to the next segment. So, Christmas season. Christmas is coming up soon. Or other holidays, perhaps, if you're not, like, Judeo-Christian. Well, actually, Jews have their own holiday. But whatever.
Christmas.
I guess Hanukkah and Kwanzaa. Do Muslims have a Christmas? I don't know. I guess they have. I guess they have Ramadan later.
I'm just trying to do. I'm just trying to avoid very inappropriate jokes. So.
Oh god.
All right. So how are you guys gonna celebrate Christmas? Do you like Christmas?
It's horrible. I don't see the point in it anymore. It should have just called Gift Day or something.
No, it's just family stuff really. We are a big family, so a lot of eating awesome food, getting some nice presents.
Getting wasted.
Getting time off work. It's all good.
Eggnog and wait, what do you guys eat with eggnog?
I've never actually had that.
Really?
Fucking eggnog.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, I've never had it.
But you're 17 or something, man. So you're not allowed to drink alcoholic beverages.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
underage, man.
Implying I don't know, but I've never had that. It just doesn't appeal to me.
Why not? Don't you like nog and egg?
What is nog?
I love nog.
Eggnog is one part egg and one part nog.
Nog is with attitude.
Yeah. It's like Noggenfrogger, man.
Oh god.
Is that why if you drink it you get really small?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or turn into a skeleton.
I drink that on Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah.
If that was there. If there are any scientists listening, get on that.
Get on that, yeah.
So you have to dance as well. Heavy dance.
What? Wait, well, your microphone's gone really weird. Okay, let's see if we can fix this. 1 second. Wow, Weevil, what did you do?
It's this British internet. It's fantastic.
It's like you really live in the third world.
Oh wait, I do.
You basically do if you live around London or something. Look it up.
There's the dirty northerner.
There's enough brown people there at least. Oh dear. Anyway, one of the biggest things I'm looking forward to in regards to Christmas is actually the Steam Christmas sale. It's I always end up buying too many games and I never play any of them.
Yeah. I mean, they went absolutely crazy, balls to the wall crazy with the sales last year.
Yeah.
Because they realised that, right, no one's going to be buying these games at full price.
Yeah.
Not even half price. Right, let's slash 90% off the price. There we go. Give me your money.
Like games nobody even wants and you buy them
just
anyway.
end up buying it because it's 90% off. It's
Hey, I
my-
might play this one day. Nope.
Yeah, it's like the Black Friday sale in the US. Buying a bunch of stupid shit you don't even need, just for the sake of buying them.
Yeah.
The
Well,
Steam
I'm
sale
buy
yesterday,
a
Modern
fucking
Warfare
shit.
2.
It's 2 years old. Who's gonna buy a shooter game that's 2 years
everyone
old,
owns
man?
that game, though.
There have been 2 Call of Duties since that, so I don't know why people... Yeah, 2. Why would they buy 2 versions older? I don't understand.
Because it's still good.
Oh no, you didn't.
No,
Terrible.
I don't know. It's horrible.
Nah. I would say it's just so old. I don't-
Maybe they can
they-
get more hype for Modern Warfare 3 by renting out the older one.
2 years later, they're still like £20-30 or something. It's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. I saw some press release from Activision saying they will never have like their new games on sales. They will always cost full price.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're still really expensive. Still, the first one is the only one that's good, at least on PC.
And 2 was good.
Nah,
Yeah, I liked the first one and the second one.
I like the single player campaigns. They're kind of fun, but the multiplayer in 2 was just boring.
2 is still £15. It's kind of insane.
Sure, it's lots of pounds in here and stupid currency nobody will understand.
Who the hell wants to use euros? Or should we just use krona?
Kroner. Yeah.
Whatever you are. Whatever your
Sorry.
fucking currency is over
I
there.
apologise for our money not having holes in it, so you can keep it on a bit of rope.
Yeah,
That's
your currency's got
Danish,
holes in
man.
it.
It's Danish. That's pretty smart.
This is a stupid idea.
It's from like the Middle Ages or medieval ages or whatever. Man.
Sure, I'm updating myself.
Who needs modern stuff? Paper money. Pfft.
Well, Australia has waterproof like notes, so that shit's pretty cool. It's awesome.
Maybe Thailand should have had some of that.
Yeah, I heard like several millions of value got destroyed due to water and all that stuff.
Yeah, the hard drive prices have just gone through the fucking roof. If you didn't actually know that.
Due to Thailand?
They've doubled in price, literally.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Because because the main factory,
Destroyed.
Western Digital factory, got destroyed,
Oh.
and that makes loads of other hard drives for other companies as well, not just Western Digital's.
Oh, okay. It's pretty
So
weird.
Seagate, Hitachi, all these get made in the same factory, and the factory got destroyed. Don't buy a hard drive now at the moment. Wait 6 months.
Stupid capitalism.
We were talking about Christmas.
we were talking about video
We were, but we're not anymore.
No, it's about hard drive destruction.
Yeah.
If you get a hard drive for Christmas, sell it because it's worth more than what they paid.
Isn't that kind of rude though, like reselling gifts?
No, that's why they leave the receipt.
You sell it and then buy the same thing again like a year later or something when prices have gone normal.
So do you have like these Christmas traditions in the UK where you get around and watch certain TV programs that play every year?
It's in not more as tradition as my parents like to watch the Queen's speech because the Queen does her little speech every year about I know about you don't understand it. Why is she talking too posh for you?
Why? No, I don't mean I can't understand what she's saying. I don't understand why people would want to watch that.
Because some people are still patriots.
Patriots? More like royalists.
Yeah, that's the word.
How can you be a patriot? They have German blood in them.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The royalty has German blood in it.
Yeah, the royalty were originally German.
But the royalty is fucking... I don't even know.
Yeah, they were German.
Okay.
So to watch that, it makes you a German patriot. So
Yeah.
you're basically Hitler.
Watching the Queen's speech is worse than Hitler.
That's what we have said.
Yeah.
And there's always loads of Christmas specials and old films on TV.
Well, we have a tradition over here every year now for 40 years or something. They've played these really old Disney cartoons, like Christmas-themed Disney cartoons. It's good stuff, man. Good stuff. I think I've watched them every year, like ever since I was a kid.
What, like, are we talking about Disney cartoons from like the 50s and 40s and stuff?
It's like I don't know. It's like a clip show, basically, like short clips from like Snow White and yeah.
Sounds terrible, honestly, but I'm not gonna.
It's pretty terrible. It's still
I love
really
old
good
cartoons,
though.
so.
It's tradition, so it's fun.
Yeah, exactly. Traditions are stupid, but they're fun.
Yeah, we have a need for ritual, I believe. What?
A ritual?
No, yeah, we have a need for ritual in our lives, like.
Okay.
I thought you had a ritual called Need For. I was like, what's a Need For ritual?
I mean, I think humans intrinsically have a need for ritual.
What's a
Yeah,
need?
it's all about occupying the mind, really.
That's
what
occupy in my mind. It's like
It is.
Occupy Wall Street, but occupy the mind.
Crawling in my skin.
What?
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Suddenly heavy metal rooster. Like an heavy metal rooster.
Oh, I love it. Anyway, after Christmas comes New Year's. New Year's? New Year. What is it?
New Year.
New
Comes
Year.
New Year.
New Year.
How you doing, New Year?
We need to have New Year on this show one of these days.
We have the same job.
Yeah, I guess you do. Anyway, and with New Year, of course, Game of the Year awards get handed out. So, what are you guys' Game of the Years?
One cannot English into.
How do I into English, man?
How do I into English? So, what's your game of the year, Cria?
You can't just ask me that. That's a hard question, isn't it?
Just
That's
say
a very hard
Skyrim
question.
and beyond with it. Come on.
Yeah, it probably is, isn't it? Though? That's the sad thing. There have been lots of like really anticipated games, but none of them have really lived up to all the hype. So yeah, it's got to be Skyrim.
Skyrim?
Skyrim.
What about the best game in action shooter? What about the best shooter game?
It's got to be BF3. Anyone who says Modern Warfare 3 are just dickheads.
Modern
I
Warfare 4.
stopped buying that franchise. It's terrible.
Yeah, it's not very good, is it?
I mean,
We're so the minority in that.
Yeah, it's true.
Completely and utterly.
Oh dear.
But fuck
but
'em.
Tribes Ascend looks pretty good. I've played a couple of games of that.
Still
If you've heard of that.
beta as
Still hasn't
fuck
been
though.
released, so it doesn't
Yeah.
count.
Doesn't count.
Yeah, but that's a good shooter. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yeah, it's good.
Hasn't been released yet.
Doesn't matter. It's still
Alright,
playable.
Diablo 3 is the game of the year.
Diablo 3 game of the year.
Half-Life 3 game of the year.
Yeah.
Implying it won't
no,
be.
no one's discussed Portal 2 it yet.
Oh yeah, Portal 2 is good.
I think the casting of Stephen Merchant was an inspired piece of awesomeness.
Yeah, they kind of did try too hard though, but they kind of had to because Portal 1 was just so good, and then they had to somehow top that with Portal 2.
Yeah, because like I say, they weren't expecting Portal 2 to be awesome or successful. They just shoved it in there with the orange box. Hey, play this game.
You mean Portal 1? Yeah.
Sorry, Portal 1, yeah. Shoved it in
Yeah.
with the orange. Hey, play this game. And, oh fuck, I've just fell over.
How does one fall over sitting down?
I've fallen off a cliff. Fuck's sake.
You're a horrible guest, Weevil. You're playing World of Warcraft all the time.
Hey, I'm taking conversation. What's wrong with you? What more do you want?
Yeah, Portal 1 is pretty good. I'll fall off a cliff.
And, so they really had dug a, or put a rod to their own back with the success of
What?
Portal 1.
The
They had a rod to
Duncan?
their own back. It's an English saying,
A
sorry.
rod and what now?
They put a rod for their own back.
I still don't hear you. I still don't understand you.
Okay.
A rod or their own back.
What with their own back?
Rod.
A rod.
A rod.
Rod.
A rod.
R-O-D.
R-O-D.
What does that mean?
What does rod mean?
No, but what does rod in your own back mean?
You put a rod in your own back, which means you can't bend or move. Which
Oh.
means that they've dug themselves,
Oh.
means they've dug themselves into a hole by releasing Portal, or for making such a damn successful game like Portal 1.
Yeah, how dare they?
How dare they? But the
Yeah.
problem is
How dare they be
I-
successful and make money?
But then it wasn't a full game, it was quite short.
Yeah, it was short, but sweet. I really
Yeah.
liked it. Anyway, my picks of the year, obviously Skyrim. Saints Row 3 is pretty good. I really enjoyed Rock of Ages, which was probably indie game of the year for me.
Uh-huh.
And, I don't know, Battlefield 3 is good, but it crashes all the time on my computer, which is annoying, so therefore...
Origin.
Yeah, therefore I cannot give it Game of the Year award.
You still haven't fixed that. It's your sound card. Just get a new sound card.
Yeah, just get a new sound card. Stupid, should work. Fuck. All right. Let's move on. Let's move on.
All right. We got two questions that were that we've picked from the mailbag.
The
from last-
mailbag. I need to do the thing
Mailbag of
Shimuri did. Mailbag. Yeah.
And the first one
All right.
was,
All right.
was done by a guy called Runar Nilsson, who
Well
asked,
pronunciated.
yes, I'm sure he's British. What is your guys' opinion on piracy? And in particular, Alter IWNet, which, if you don't know what it is, it's similar to Scriptcraft in its legality, but it's for Modern Warfare 2.
It's basically a dedicated server service for Modern Warfare, I suppose.
Yeah, instead of having host games and people host on people's computers like Diz does on Modern Warfare 2, it's now just a proper server client basis, which it would have
Which it should have been to
Should have.
begin with.
always.
Yeah.
Having anything other than that for a FPS game is just fucking stupid.
Yeah, agreed. It's console bullshit, really.
Yep.
I think that the Alter IWNet, it's really awkward to say.
Yeah. Alter Unet.
Alter IWNet. IWNet. Yeah.
What does it stand for? Just Alternative Infinity Wards?
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay, then that makes sense then.
Yeah. I think it's pretty good. Like, it needed to be modded that way and smart, and it shouldn't be illegal because it's your game and whatever. And
Yeah. But the
like,
problem is that they give you a download link to download the game.
yeah.
They, hey, download this game. It's only
Yeah.
5 gig.
Anyway, like, piracy in general, I don't know. It's kind of hard to form a decent opinion about it. I do it a lot myself.
Yeah.
Especially movies and music, though. Not so much games anymore.
Oh, you're a bad boy with that.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you with games, I know you try before you buy, basically.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I think that.
people admit to trying before they buy because
Yeah.
demos are stupid.
Yeah.
No one ever uses downloads or plays demos anymore.
Demos don't barely exist anymore.
Yeah, it's an outdated concept,
Yeah.
and you can't expect to spend 35, 40 quid based on completely biased reviews from
Yeah.
game sites
Yeah.
that get fucking
That get
paid
paid
Horrible.
for it.
Yeah.
to do it, or don't get their advanced copies if they give them a bad review.
Yeah. You
All this sort of
you read the review and then there's advertisement for the game like on a banner beside the review.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
fucking- that's a joke.
I think that developers have to learn to accept piracy instead of fighting it so much, because it's not gonna help. Like with Ubisoft, they put in all these copyright protections, and it just leads to more people pirating because they don't want to deal with that shit.
Yeah, but this is where free to play and freemium
Yeah.
stuff become a matter of its own,
Yeah.
which is good in a way because it gets a massive base of players, and if people like the game, then they will spend a little couple of quid here and there.
Yeah.
But then I think there's some, well, because you got your A's and AAA titles and stuff, but I think there should be a new ban for quadruple A, where people buy it based purely on its predecessors, things like Skyrim, things like Half-Life, things like Modern Warfare, because
Yeah.
people don't like them. They actually purchase them because they know that they want to play that game,
Yeah.
and they know that it's going to be awesome.
Exactly.
And then you got your AAA titles, which people pirate just to see if they like it, and if they like it and it's multiplayer, hint hint, they will
Exactly.
then buy it.
I think that if it's easier to pirate and install a game, if it's easier to like click a torrent link and get a game on your hard drive than it is to actually buy it, then people aren't gonna buy it. If there's a bunch of registration and like bunch of hoops you have to jump through to get to play the game, it's just so much easier just to pirate and crack it.
Yeah, I mean that's they're never going to beat it because they never will. You know, it's not going to happen. So they need to embrace it rather than fight it, like you say.
I agree.
And start tailoring to that crowd because it's such a massive chunk
Yeah.
of their revenue that they're potentially missing by fighting it and putting stupid DRM in.
I think that games need to be designed with, like, I don't know, with piracy in mind, so that you get some sort of benefit if you actually buy it. It's been a trend recently with hard copies of games to put in like some cloth maps and that kind of stuff to make
Yeah,
it a bit more
exactly.
interesting to actually buy the copy of the game.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it could work with games that have multiplayer components as well, because you can't get those when you pirate normally, at least not at launch and that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, that's the only way. Especially, well, obviously, games that have multiplayer elements. If they're confident in the game being good enough, then people will pirate it for a bit of single player action, and if they want a multiplayer, then they will go and buy it.
yeah, exactly. Of course, the online services have to be good. Like so many stupid shit, like Origin, for example.
Oh god!
Which
fucking
just
Origin.
if there was like an alter IW net for Origin, I'd probably use it because it would be much better and less
Yeah.
intrusive.
Yeah.
It's all about not supporting EA because they are absolute shite the way
Yeah.
they're treating people.
Yeah.
Like I've seen so many like just browsing through like Reddit, for example, and the subreddit gaming forums and whatever you want to call it. There's so many screenshots of their customers being absolutely terrible, worse than S2.
Yeah,
Like, it's
really
like
bad.
they're getting paid, and it's like they don't know what they're doing. They haven't been trained for that job.
Mm.
They just ignore people.
I used to do that for RuneScape.
Yeah, that's RuneScape though.
That's an awesome game. Let's talk about RuneScape.
Let's talk about RuneScape. Yeah, are you microwaving something? Are you seriously?
I'm putting my dinner on.
Worst guest in the history of this podcast. Two episodes of this podcast. Worst guest.
It's only the second one.
Podcast over. It's now called Lunchtime with Weevil.
Yeah, cooking with Weevil radio edition.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Nate's is coming round. We're gonna double team. So next question
Yeah.
was done by Whale.
Cool.
And-
Whale.
Cool Whale, yes. Cool. After watching your Amnesia and Silent Hill 2 playthroughs, this is directed to you, Dopefish_lives. I was interested in your opinions on the horror genre of vidya. What's vidya?
Vidya games, man. Vidya.
Video games, as well as games already mentioned like Amnesia, Silent Hill 2, and other horror games like Call of Cthulhu and Penumbra series, and dare I say, Doom 3 horror. What's he on about?
This question is really weirdly formatted. Maybe I should have gone through it and actually like corrected it or something. I don't know. Is that rude to do when you get viewer questions?
You've read it out to me, and I've read it again, and I still don't understand it.
Let's just discuss horror games.
He's interested in our opinions of horror games. Horror vidya, rather.
Now, what was the name of that one that Sweet Pea did, the Half-Life 2 mod?
Nightmare House.
Yeah, that was fucking awesome.
Yeah, really great. I've had some requests to play that, but I don't think it'll be
No,
very entertaining because I already know the
it's
mod
a
by now.
one-time sort of thing.
Yeah.
Because it's scripted, but it's
Very
so
heavily scripted,
beautifully
yeah.
scripted.
It's great. I think that horror genre has sort of deteriorated into stuff like Dead Space and Resident Evil 5, which isn't really horror anymore.
No, indeed. Horror, I mean, like I say, horror is about the stuff that you don't see rather than the stuff that you see. I mean,
Yeah.
you can make a beautifully crafted monster that looks scary and all that sort of shit, but everyone's
Yeah.
so desensitized to it.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
all
but-
about the things that go.
It's all
bump.
about the suspense of
Yeah.
not knowing.
I think that's why Amnesia's been so successful, because they've managed to mix like a lot of elements, and they've
Yeah.
they've been quite creative in the way that they create suspense. Because the problem
fun
with most
monster.
horror games, the problem with most horror games is like why would you play it? Because you just feel like you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
Like it's very linear, and you know what's going to happen most of the time. So it's like
Yeah.
why would you play the game when you could just like watch a movie? Like
Yeah.
there's been
And
so
the-
many of them recently.
The thing that makes Amnesia good as well is that the controls to the game also use the controls of the game to add suspense.
Yeah.
To make it deliberately obtuse in the way that you control things.
Yeah.
Builds suspense, because when you're trying to do something quickly, you're fucking around and shitting yourself.
Yeah.
Trying to open
Like trying to
doors.
spin a valve or something while the
Yeah.
monster's running behind you. It's so good.
Amnesia is the only game that's ever made me literally like jump from my seat. I actually like got air from it when I was playing before.
And it's all
That
from
is
one
quite a
monster,
feat.
basically.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If you don't immerse yourself in the game, if you derp around and like, I don't know, like throw shares at a monster, that kind of stuff, it's not scary at all. I mean, you need to
meat
be...
potatoes.
or spuds.
hiding with the stuff.
Oh, that was scary as shit though. But
Yeah.
like, if
That's
you...
all you had. That was all you
Yeah.
had.
If you mock the game, it doesn't become scary. Like, you need to immerse yourself in it. But I suppose that's true for every genre of horror.
I mean, I think you had things like Undying, which is quite an old game now, and I still think that's the best horror game ever made.
Clive Barker?
Clive Barker's Undying. Yeah,
I never played it. I've seen some
Should-
of it though.
you should play it. It's
Wasn't that-
Is that the one with the paintings and all that? Like,
yeah.
Yeah, alright. I might check that out actually.
Yeah. It's
Wasn't
because
that on
it's
the Unreal Tournament engine?
yes. No, I think it was the Unreal Engine actually.
Yeah.
What it is.
Yeah.
It's that one's also all about suspense and
yeah.
and
Alright.
things like that's an awesome horror game.
Yeah. I think that a big part of horror games is the feeling of being helpless. I mean,
Yeah.
if you can
Yeah.
fight the monsters, it just doesn't really work.
It instantly stops it from being horror.
Yeah.
The whole thing about horror is being immersed and being basically consumed by shadows, really.
Yeah.
You can't do anything about it. It's
Exactly.
going to happen, and you don't know what's going to happen, but you know it's going to happen.
Yeah, it's like no point being ex-Navy SEAL.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's sort of why Fear didn't really work as a horror
Yeah.
game.
You
It
need
was a really fun action game, like you blasted some shit, but then it was so jarring every time it went into a horror section. You knew instantly it was gonna be horror and was gonna be a scare there, and the scares could never hurt you, so you could just walk like straight on. It wouldn't matter really.
Look, it's the little girl. Hello.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like Fear. It was a stupid name for a stupid game.
First encounter recon assault or assault recon rather.
Then when they put a 3 in it, oh,
For 3 hour.
for 3 hour. For 3 hour.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Hey, letters like U and R spell words like U and R.
Terrible. Terrible.
Horrible indeed.
You reckon they just saw that, looked at a 3 on the board, and said, that looks like an E.
Yeah. It's like Thief 4 as well, which is like the fourth.
Thief 43 are.
Yeah. Too Fast, Too Furious. That's what started it all.
God.
Terrible. Terrible.
Horrible trend. Let's all condemn the trend of replacing letters with the number of the sequel.
It was funny 15 years ago when online games first started.
Uber
Even I
Haxer.
had 3s in my name.
Yeah.
XXX420. XXX420 lit. XXX. Am I right?
Fucking Xbox 360 names. Be damned. They should go through a vetting process, right? They know that name's moronic. Get a new one. XXX Devil Knight Ninja Killer. Piss off.
Naruto fanboy.
Come back with a proper name.
420 Quickscope 360.
XXX.
Yeah. Oh dear.
My first online game was Quake World.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, hardcore game.
Good
Straight
stuff.
in there.
Good stuff. Was Quake World the one with the grappling hook?
Yes. Well, Freeze Tag had grappling hook, but Quake World was the one that had the proper netcode because Quake 1 online was
Yeah, it had the
peer-to-peer.
prediction, right? So you
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
jittering or whatever.
Yeah, exactly. It had proper netcode.
Yeah.
And it's funny enough, it's still being used because it's that was the origin of all game engines that have ever been made since now.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff.
Doom 3, Modern Warfare all have Quake World bits in them still.
Yeah.
When
Which
was
is
that
cool.
released? Was that 98 or something? Or
Yeah,
97?
Yeah,
97.
something
I
like
think.
that, I think. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how fucking
Really
old I
long,
am. There, thanks.
Yeah, I wasn't playing that at 3 years old, so.
No, you were still in your nappies, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh.
Playing Pokemon cards instead, man.
I was.
Fucking
Sitting outside-
Pokemon.
Sitting in the porch trading Pokemon with my friends.
God. That's how that shows how old I am. I was doing Pogs.
Yeah. Man, I remember Pogs.
Fucking Pogs, man.
Yeah, I remember Pogs. And those other like fucking plastic skulls, like I don't know. You play them sort of like a bowling game where you like stack them up and then you threw the other one at them. Like marbles sort of or whatever, I don't know. It's weird.
Oh, we're going back to the 50s now.
I think they were called Go-Go's maybe or Go-Go's or something.
Goo-goos.
I don't know. Something like that. It's
Goo-goo.
fucking weird. Anyway. Stop it! Oh
Is your
dear.
food done, Weevil?
Huh?
Is your food done? Just gonna hear a beeping in a minute.
I was only heating my coffee up. My
Oh.
coffee was ready.
Why did you make coffee and then heat it up? That makes no sense.
Because it get cold.
How fast did it get cold?
Because I've got a massive cafetiere here. There's 2 cups of coffee, basically.
Cup of the what now?
It's a filter coffee thing. This thing here, you can hear it. Say.
Oh,
What?
that really clarifies it. That
Yeah, that sound image sure makes everything a lot more.
If you listen, you can hear the sound of me pushing it down.
Yeah, that's a really unique sound. You hitting metal against.
Hey guys, I got one too. Anyway, I think it's time to wrap up. This has already gone on far too long. Do
Yeah.
you guys have any other topics or subjects you'd want to broach?
Discuss, maybe.
Yeah, talk about.
Talk about.
Okay, I guess not. What about you, Cria? Anything you'd like to add? I think he's gone to bed or something.
Little baby needs to sleep.
I hit my mute button on the side of my headset again.
Oh dear.
I was actually trying to say that we missed that question. Yeah,
No,
I
we're
don't
taking that next time because we've already gone too long now. I suppose I could add that if you want to send us questions for the mailbag, it's dopelives@gmail.com. And yeah, I'd like to say thank you to our sponsors for this opportunity, and thank you to Weevil and Cria for
Sponsors,
joining me.
where's my money? I thought I was doing this just for the love of the community, but if there's money, I want it.
You not take money.
You have enough machinery and coffee and microwaves.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have a job, man. The sponsor money is all mine. Yeah, there are no sponsors. Well, if you want to sponsor us, you can also send an email to dopelives@gmail.com.
Brown paper bag full of money.
Sponsorships will also be accepted in the form of Dota 2 keys.
Yes, I need one of those bad boys. As well.
I will
check
get
out
one.
my mix is at mixcloud.com/penny.
Yeah,
Fucking shameless. Shameless.
shameless indeed.
Shameless plug. And watch dopelives.com video gaming stream.
Yes.
Oh,
All
Why
right.
they
What's
why they're
that?
here in the first place? Seriously.
This is also going to be on iTunes.
This is on
so
iTunes as well. Maybe people find us from somewhere else.
find us from iTunes.
Yeah.
If you only just found out, then you've been missing out.
Yeah. All right then. Goodbye.
Bye bye.
Bye.